Hey everyone, welcome back to another update from the Camp Nou. Since the last visit, the stadium has taken another big step forward. Some areas are now starting to look completely different from just a few weeks ago. The amount of worker activity around the structure is absolutely non-stop. And little by little, the final shape of this project is finally starting to come alive. Today, there are several important changes around the stadium that you definitely don't want to miss. So let's get straight into the update. The biggest change in the South Goal area is the major progress with the anchor installations. Over the last couple of days, workers have installed a large number of new anchors, both underneath the false ceiling section and around the bracket areas where the future lamellas will be attached. Multiple lifting platforms were active throughout the zone, showing that this section is currently one of the busiest areas on the exterior facade work. Although a few anchor points are still missing toward the left side, the overall installation process is already looking very advanced. The support structures for the lamellas are now becoming much more visible, and the facade system is slowly starting to take shape in this section. Workers also continue progressing with the long green pipe system running across the front edge of the first cantilever. In recent days, several lifting platforms have been operating here while crews install and adjust these green structural tubes across the facade line. Inside the mobility core areas where the future elevators will be located, there is still noticeable worker activity. However, unlike other parts of the stadium, the South Goal mobility cores still do not have sandwich panels or concrete enclosure panels installed yet. Structurally, the cores already look nearly complete, but exterior enclosure work has not started here so far. Moving toward the side lateral section, several lifting platforms were working around the sandwich panel openings. Some temporary panel sections have been removed while crews carry out work behind the facade structure. Although it is difficult to fully see the exact task being performed, workers appear to be adjusting structural elements connected to the future lamella system. There is also renewed movement around areas where anchor systems had previously been inactive for weeks. This could indicate that work may soon restart in this section where lamella installation had been paused for quite some time. Crews were especially active underneath the false ceiling area, suggesting preparations are now advancing again before new lamellas are finally installed here. The most impressive visual update of the day comes from the lateral section of the stadium. Multiple lamella sections that were previously separated have now been fully connected together, creating a much more complete and unified exterior appearance. The difference is huge compared to previous weeks. With the lamellas now connected across several sectors, this part of the facade finally starts looking much closer to the final stadium design. The transformation is becoming easier to appreciate from outside the stadium, especially as more gaps are closed between structural sections. At the top of this area, another compression ring segment has also been added, moving toward the north goal direction. In the goal sections, these structural elements sit slightly more toward the interior of the stadium compared to the lateral and tribune areas. Compression ring progress continues moving surprisingly fast. Almost every day, new radial beams, pillars, or structural sections are lifted into place. Compared to the lamella installation process, the compression ring assembly appears to be advancing at a significantly quicker pace because the lamella system requires far more alignment work, support preparation, and detailed installation adjustments. Another important detail in the lateral area is the presence of a concrete pump positioned near the upper levels of the stadium. Although inactive at the moment, it suggests that more concrete work is expected soon somewhere in the upper cantilever sections. Nearby, tower cranes remain active around the third cantilever level where additional materials have been lifted into position. Radial beams and structural pillars are still stored across multiple areas waiting for future installation. In the north goal corner, tower cranes continue moving construction materials into the upper structure areas. Large amounts of radial beams, pillars, and compression ring components remain staged across this section, showing that significant structural assembly work is still ahead. Worker activity here is especially intense. Large crews are concentrated around the future diamond structure area where reinforcement and framework installation appears to be progressing steadily. The amount of visible steel reinforcement now looks noticeably more advanced compared to earlier updates. At facade level, preparations for future lamella installation are also continuing. The black structural beams behind the facade have already been painted, and the alignment process for the anchor system seems mostly completed. Everything appears to be entering the final preparation stage before the first lamellas are finally installed in this corner section. Around the north goal facade, workers continue adjusting anchor systems and painting remaining structural elements before lamella installation can officially begin. Several lifting platforms were positioned near the false ceiling area where crews appear to be aligning support brackets and preparing final attachment points. Some beams and bolt sections still require black protective paint before the lamellas can be mounted. Inside the interior corridors and circulation areas behind this facade, there is also a high amount of worker movement and ongoing activity. Even though the exterior may appear quieter in some spots, interior development remains very active throughout the section. In the middle section of the north goal, crews were seen drilling directly into structural pillars. These works are likely related to future support installations for the lamella attachment system. Nearby workers were also grinding and adjusting metal support pieces already attached to the beams. Multiple support brackets are now visible across this area, clearly showing how the future facade system will connect across both the pillars and beam structures. Higher up, several workers continue applying protective anti-corrosion paint to exposed bolts and structural connections. Some bolts remain green or red underneath before receiving their final black coating. Another worker was spotted using a spray tool while wearing protective equipment, likely applying either coating material or another surface treatment inside the upper facade structure. As the stadium transitions from the north goal toward the tribune corner, more vertical supports for the lamella system have now been installed. This section clearly shows the gradual angle transition of the facade design. In the north goal area, the future lamellas sit extremely close to the black structural beams. However, moving toward the tribune section, the support structure begins changing angle and spacing, creating the stadium's distinctive exterior profile. There is also heavy activity inside the mobility cores where workers continue progressing both interior and exterior construction tasks before sandwich panel installation begins. Near the backside of the future diamond cafeteria structure, additional formwork and concrete work continue progressing. Some sections remain enclosed in formwork, while other recently completed concrete surfaces still appear unfinished and may require further refinement or correction work before final completion. Construction teams were also working behind protective coverings on adjacent structural walls where additional concrete shaping and enclosure work continues. The tribune side looked relatively calm compared to other sections of the stadium today. There were fewer lifting platforms and less visible worker movement across the exterior facade. However, higher up in the structure, some crane activity and elevated platform work continues around the upper cantilever areas. Workers were also active on scaffolding platforms carrying out smaller structural or finishing tasks. One mobility core in this section already has many sandwich panels installed, while neighboring core sections still remain unfinished and await future enclosure work. The false ceiling support system here also remains incomplete, with several lower support elements still missing before facade installation can continue. Now moving over toward the tribune and goal corner, we can see continued activity around the upper cantilever areas, where tower cranes have recently lifted more material into position. Vertical supports for the future lamella system are now becoming visible across this section as well. Although several horizontal connection pieces still need to be installed before the facade structure is fully prepared, there's also still a large amount of stored material spread throughout the corner waiting for future assembly phases. While interior finishing work continues progressing behind the glass-backed sections. Along the front edge of the first cantilever, crews also continue extending the long green pipe system across more parts of the stadium. Overall, today's progress shows continued momentum across nearly every section of the stadium. The biggest visual transformation is clearly happening in the lateral facade, where connected lamellas are finally giving the stadium a much more finished appearance. At the same time, compression ring assembly continues moving quickly, while facade preparation work advances steadily around both goal sections. There is still a long road ahead, but the project is now visibly entering a much more advanced phase with every passing week.